Our other top story tonight, a surprising twist in the alleged love triangle murder case on the peninsula.
Hillsborough real estate heiress Tiffany Lee seen rushing away from the courtroom today after a not guilty verdict. She was on trial facing charges of plotting to kill her ex-boyfriend and father of their children. But jurors deadlocked on the guilt of her alleged accomplice and current boyfriend, Kaveh Bayat. KPX5's Len Ramirez joins us now live from the courthouse in Redwood City with what comes next. Len?
Well, Tiffany Lee walked out of this courtroom tonight, a free woman. Meantime, her co-defendant in this case is spending yet another night in jail. He could be retried for murder. Meantime, the mother of the one victim in this case is saying that justice was not served.
Great father, and he loved his children.
The mother of Keith Green, who was shot in the head and whose body was left dumped on a Sonoma County dirt road, lashed out at Tiffany Lee after the Hillsborough heiress was acquitted of murdering her son.
She orchestrated all of this. I knew her for 6 years. She was evil.
Lee hustled away from the San Mateo County Courthouse just minutes after the jury found her not guilty of plotting to kill Green, her ex-boyfriend, and the father of her 2 children, allegedly over a custody battle.
Tiffany, what do you have to say about the verdict?
Bailiffs removed her ankle monitor and she was released immediately.
I can say now what I would not say to you before for the last 3.5 years. May and I are both convinced that my client wasn't just not guilty, our client, but innocent.
Lee was accused of setting up the plot to kill Green with her then new boyfriend Kaveh Bayat and their friend Olivier Adela. Adela had earlier pled guilty to being an accessory to murder after the fact. Lee and Bayat were tried together for murder and conspiracy. But after a 13-day deliberation, the jury was hopelessly deadlocked on Bayat, 6-6 on the murder charge and 7-5 on conspiracy. And so the judge declared a mistrial. But Bayat could be retried for murder. District Attorney Steve Wagstaff said the case had no eyewitnesses or smoking gun, and the trial was an uphill battle from the start.
Circumstantial evidence, you have to say, will all these pieces amount up to enough? For Miss Lee, they obviously did not, and that was a miscalculation on our part. As to Mr. Bayat, about half of them felt it did and half felt it didn't.
Now, the district attorney says he and his team will take another look at this case after a couple of weeks and decide whether or not Mr. Bayat should be retried for murder. They will also be looking at whether or not Mr. Adela has more capability than they first thought and whether he should be tried for murder as well. Reporting live in Redwood City, Len Ramirez, KPIX 5.